Greetings and welcome, my friends. Let's get in there and have some fun. This is The Ritual, a good movie and a good deck. This is the community deck that all of you participated in voting. And at long last, here it is. While the deck struggled in MSH season, the Hobbit season, and the new bans gave the deck some life, now we're in and bringing the pain. Let's get in there. We're playing 3 copies of the excellent removal, Bitter Triumph. While the vote was for 12 removals, we did bring those, and then we added this since we had 3 spots open. The Triumph lets us hit not just enemy men, but opposing planeswalkers as well, and all for only 2 mana. Momentum Breaker is an enchantment removal. It will force the opponent to sacrifice one of their men, and against decks that don't play any men, it will force a discard. The added bonus here is that it has Start Your Engines. That lets us pay 2 mana and we gain life equal to our speed. It's an easy way to gain some life during a critical moment, and the faster we go, the more life we can gain. Zoom Zoom. Nowhere to Run is another enchantment removal. This time around we can fire this off at instant speed and take out men with toughness 3 or less. The great thing about this is that with it in play, we can ignore any ward abilities and bypass hexproof. The mono-white enchants deck loves to use ward abilities, and this will ignore all their protections and snipe their men. Strategic Betrayal is our only sorcery removal, but it plays a big role in the deck. With it, we will exile an enemy and their entire grave along with it. There are still decks that plan to use the grave to their advantage, and the Betrayal will work to neutralize that advantage. Lessons and Reanimator better bring sturdy pants. Amazing Acrobatics is the first of our pair of counterspells. The vote resulted in getting us a pair of slots for counterspells, and this is one that we went with. It can counter any card for 1 and 2 blue, but it also can tap down a pair of men for those opponents who love to add to their board before they send it. Kaito, Cunning Infiltrator, is the first of our Planeswalker package that is our path to victory. Little boy Kaito gets loyalty added every time one of our men hits the opponent, and for -2 loyalty we can get a 2/1 ninja token in play on our side. His +1 ability makes one of our men unblockable for the turn, and we also get to loot. His ultimate is a backbreaker that gives us a ninja token every time a player casts a spell. He may be small, but he plays big. Zarek, Guest Lecturer, is our second Planeswalker. He's a huge boost to our arsenal, giving us a Surveil 2 while he builds up loyalty. We can use him to help find a removal or board wipe. His ultimate can give us as many as 5 extra turns, effectively sealing the opponent out of the game. While he does have a pair of other abilities, those are likely not ones we'll be using. We don't have any men to bring back, and the discard could be disruptive. But in general, it is better to work towards getting a bunch of free turns in a row. Brush Off is the second set of counters. This one comes with a 2 mana discount if we use it to counter an instant or sorcery. But we can counter any spell the opponent plays for 4 mana. The instant and sorceries are what we're looking to counter, since those are the ones that could disrupt our board. Kaito, Bane of Nightmares, is a very sneaky planeswalker. We can use ninjutsu to get him in play, since he will be one of our men during our turn. His +1 ability gives all our ninja a stat boost, and that includes Kaito himself. His 0 ability gives us a Surveil, and if the opponent has taken damages, we also get an extra draw. He doesn't have an ultimate, but his -2 ability freezes an enemy by tapping it and giving it 2 stun counters. Kaito is fully capable of disrupting attacking and blocking schemes, and with token backup, we can have a strong team of ninja to send in turn after turn. Deadly Cover-Up is a sweeper. The vote was for 1 full set of sweepers to be added to the deck, and we went with a 3-1 split here. The Cover-Up is only 5 mana, which gives us a chance to fire it off a turn earlier than our other sweeper. The Cover-Up will take out all men, but if we collect evidence, we can snipe a card right out of the opponent's hand, deck, and grave. The only downside is we have to choose a card that is in their grave when this resolves. Liliana, Dreadhorde General, was the winner of the vote for our deck's win con. So we went with 3 copies to give us a good shot at finding a copy of her during a game. Lily gives us an excellent set of abilities worthy of a card that can finish the opponent. Every time one of our men goes to an early grave, we get to draw a card. And her +1 gives us a token zombie, while her -4 will force a sacrifice of 2 men for every player. Her ultimate is a devastating blow that will take out all but one of each permanent type on the opponent's board. Resetting the opponent to turn 1 mana is often GG's. The Rise of Sozin is our primary sweeper. It is a saga that gives us an excellent option on Chapter 2. We get to name a card and eliminate 4 copies of the named card from the opponent's hand, deck, and grave. We can snipe an opposing win con, or simply take out a dangerous card from the opponent's hand and eliminate the named card from having any impact during the game. On Chapter 3, we get Fire Lord Sozin, and he comes with Menace and a fire bending ability that gives us enemy men out of the opponent's grave when he hits the opponent. For lands, we're playing 2 Fountainport, the special land that can generate tokens or fat sack them to draw an extra card. 2 Demolition Field, the special land that can destroy an opposing non-basic land. 4 Watery Grave, the Dimir Shock land. 3 Restless Reef, the shark land that mills 4 cards. 4 Gloom Lake Verge, the island that becomes a duel when we have an island or swamp in play. 4 Swamp, 1 Realm of Ko, the special land that can generate token men. And 4 Island. Playing the deck is rather simple. Our early turns are all about keeping dangerous men off the board with our removals. If the opponent is determined to build an army, we can bridge removals into a board wipe and take down an opposing team. The trickiest part is knowing when to play out a planeswalker and which cards to counter. Playing control is often the hardest of the deck types to pull off well, so care must be taken with many mid to late game decisions. That's the deck, boys. Let's go play some games.
Do you want to play a game?
This is Keld 2 Lips. He killed 2 lips with 1 stone, or with 1 web. We're kicking things off with a shuffler special, and this is when I realize we do not have any defensive measures against shuffler specials. We're on our own. We do have a RAL if we draw a black mana. Let's give it a shot. Keep your hopes up. We draw a 3rd land on schedule. That just might have saved us the game. Unfortunately, it is an island, so we're still waiting for another black mana. They go with a fear of missing out. We don't have any of our removals in hand, so we'll use a counter on it. Well, now we draw a removal. Where were you last turn? They go with a 2nd fear, but this time we do have a removal in hand, and one that works against their attempts to fill their grave with enough cards to fully unlock their fear. All yours, bro ham. A 4th land is nice, but this turn we shish kebab their efforts. They play a Cavern of Souls, naming human, then they play out an elf. That's a red overlord they fetched up. We'll be sure to try to save a counter for that when the time comes. We draw a Nowhere to Run, but it won't kill off anything. They play out a Dredger's Insight, but that is not going to harm us. That's all you, bro. We draw another Betrayal, but we'll hold what we got. 2 damages per turn is not the end of the world. We draw a Fountainport, which we can use to help us out. At the end of their turn, we'll make a treasure. Sure, we could make tokens to block, but if we get more mana, we have a chance to make plays, maybe even double spell. And that's what we're really after. We want to hit them with a removal and leave up mana for a counter. We finally draw another black mana. They haven't presented anything amazing, so we'll keep making treasures. They doubled down on speakers. We got some stereo action going now. This will take them up to 4 damages per turn, which is not what we want to be taking.
This is fun.
Bro is having fun. Good to know. We'll go ahead and erase one of their men. Their grave goes along with it too, so that's a bonus. They go with their overlord after dropping a Cavern of Souls naming Avatar. I wish it were possible to counter it, but now we're going to have to eat these damages. The game is going sideways and we can't rotate it back.
Myself.
They send it, but I think taking 4 damages already was more than enough. We can drop in the nowhere to run and it won't snipe their speaker, but we will avoid further damages. We draw a little Kaito, but it has to be time we start doing something about their men. Luckily, their overlord won't get the chance to swing in, and our sweeper can do something about any future overlords. Let's smash. They go with their second overlord. Now all they need is a third one to put a cap in this game. Do they have a third one in hand already? They follow up with a Yuna, but they drop Trow and use their caverns already. That's left Yuna fully exposed like Cornstar, and we'll slap her down. We get our Chapter 2, and it's time we neuter this deck of theirs. While Yuna is a powerful card that we would be happy to eliminate for the rest of this game, we do want to get rid of their instant win card. If they draw another red overlord, we're done. Let's make sure that doesn't happen. They've got white overlords and Yuna, but the rest is near all trash. We made the right choice. They say they didn't need it. Yes, you did. Your hopes and dreams are all on board. All they've got is Yuna, and there's nothing in their grave to get back. We can go with Lily this turn and start boosting her loyalty. Her ultimate can be a big backbreaker, so we need to work to try to get there. They play out Yuna, but there is nothing they can get back out of their grave. Their hopes and dreams are still waiting to thaw out. We draw a removal, which is great. We can snipe their first overlord when it flips. For now, we'll get in there for hits. If they block, we get a draw, so this is all upside. We draw a big Kaito, which is fine. His -2 ability can keep an enemy tied down for a bit, and that could buy us the time we need to turn these tables. They need turning. Badly. We'll take Yuna out here. We do want to minimize the amount of men they have. Plus, we can use Kaito to bounce our Sozin back to our hand.
Necromancy is a lot like plucking turnips.
We'll throw down our Ral. His Surveil might get us more removals. Betrayals and Momentum Breakers are great in this spot. On top, we have a removal and a counter. We'll take the removal first. They fire off an Ultima to stop our growing board. We kind of need Sozin though, so we'll slap this out of the air. This is exactly the kind of card we want to hit with Brush Off. They follow up with the Fear, but it's only them that's afraid. These last 4 points are not going to be easy to take away from us. One of their pancakes flips. All it has to do is turn sideways on their turn and we're cooked. Let's start by using Ral's Surveil to see what we have on top.
Always pay attention.
That's another Rise of Sozin on Under the Acrobatics. Let's make sure we draw that next. Let's send it. These cheeks aren't going to clap themselves. They make an illegal block, Menace, bro. Sozin has Menace. Are you still having fun, bro? I know I am.
This is fun.
If we get their Yuna, it won't really do us any good. Sozin isn't an enchantment, even though he was a saga earlier, and the speaker is trash to us. Wait, is that how they are blocking? We can get Kaito in there and bounce Sozin.
I've trained for situations. Ha! I love a dramatic entrance.
This is more enjoyable than slaying demons.
We have to snipe their overlord. It simply must go. It really is awkward having Kaito on board when we want to play a sweeper. But we have yet to activate Lily this turn, so we still have a zombie token to conjure up.
Death is such an effective tool.
They send their Fear at Lily. Her ultimate is just around the corner. They will get to attack a second time with their Fear, thanks to its ability. But we've got a blocker that will give us some options. We could tap their Fear right now, but we have a second blocker we can deploy. Let them send it. We'll make a sushi, and this time our men will trade. This is a very good trade. We draw a demolition field. It's nice, but we don't have a great target. For now, wait, they poop it and scoop it. Still fun, bro? Let me know.
This is fun.
This is Hello There, OB1 Ken OB. We know who you are, bro. We get a 4-lander this time with a single removal, a Lily, and a Rise of Sozin. Not the greatest hand. We'll want to draw into some removals early and often. Let's try it. Keep your pants on. They drop in a Mistrise village, they'll be able to make their cards uncounterable. And isn't that about right when you play a deck with counterspells? Opponents always have it. They go with a death to our enemies. It's a fat enchantment that will take some time to blow up. But when they do, we take a big 7 spot. We'll have to make sure we don't take the other 13 damages then. They activate their village. Let's see what their big play is. The one they need to get without it being countered. A tablet? Bro, if we had a counter, we wouldn't have used it on that. Nice, though. They got a demonstration, but because it is a sorcery, they can't use it during their end step. So we're safe to generate a token. We draw a Betrayal, which will be great against a deck loaded with lessons. But for now, let's get in there. They hit our token with a removal. No, we're not countering that. Them using cards on a token we can generate at the end of their turn is great for us. They fire off a Wisdom, but they don't have the cards to draw 3, at least not yet. Let's see if our token freaks them out like it did last time. We're going in, bro. What's the plan? They take the hit, which means they're running low on burn. Anyways, we'll hit them with a Betrayal. Let's keep that grave nice and clean. They hit our token with a removal. That is fine, bro. We're happy to trade cards for tokens all day, every day. We will have to take the 7 from their enchantment, but then it's gone. I'm not sure where the other 13 damages are supposed to come from, though. We draw a land, but we'll keep doing what we've been doing. They haven't presented any other actual threats. Nothing from them, so we'll make a token. We draw a removal, which is fine. This time we do have the mana to drop in Lily. Our signature card could end up making them sweat.
Let us march into battle and make new comrades.
You know, if they had a removal, they'd use it on the zombie token. Oppo is running on fumes. Those 13 damages aren't going to do themselves, bro. You need to pick up the pace. They hit us with a revelation, and now their plan is revealed. I'm not sure why they didn't bounce Lily, but to each their own. We'll clear out their grave with our Betrayal. They'll have to work hard to keep it stocked. Then we can use a momentum breaker to take out their token.
No way but my way.
They play out a Thor, a killer amongst killers. We do have to wait for them to take an action before we can snipe Thor. That's it. They've got a combustion technique, but we've got a Thor killer. We'll have to toss a Rise of Sozin. We don't want to take any additional damages if we cannot do so.
You've reached an undead end.
We get to speed 3, which will give us 3 life if we were to fat sack our momentum breaker. Speaking of breakers, we can drop in the one we have in hand and take out one of their 2 cards. I like it. They use a removal on the smaller token. Nice, bro. Very nice.
Time to wake up and smell the decay.
They follow up with another removal on our zombie. That's all our tokens done and dusted. But they've got 0 cards in hand now.
I do quite enjoy necromancy.
With this slap to the face, we go up to max speed. Each breaker now is worth 4 life when we fat sack 1. We'll go with the Rise of Sozin. We can use it to take out their key weapon, the Revelation.
Time to get my hands dirty.
They activate their manland. That's so precious. You should have put a ring on it. They hit us with another revelation, but once again, they only bounced the token. Meanwhile, Lily has an ultimate that is ready to go. We'll hit their revelation. Their big card won't do anything else this game. It's time for them to feel the pain of a Lily ultimate. They'll go back to turn 1.
Necromancy is a lot like plucking turnips.
But at least their land is a 2/4. That's kind of nice. Spoiler alert, no it's not. They actually send it. Did they think they were about to take us out? We've got a shark land to activate, then we can throw a block. Then we can snipe the token to make sure we don't take a single hit. And that's going back to the Stone Age for this bro. They poop it and scoop it. I was looking forward to more attempts to reduce our life total to 0. That's too bad. And that is GG's Extra Ultimate Cheese. And that, my friends, is another satisfied customer.